Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. Is this what the I'm in on industry games? I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a scene go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me. Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm being looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my patrol and you suck. Home made way for a prodigy. And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent of. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my...
Now, the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Into the air right away is Allen. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 28-yard line.
Two yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Here's Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Fights loose. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Olave motioning to the left. Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Taylor is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
The Jaguars at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right.
That is incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Jets defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Point after here coming up. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
This defense for the Jets, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars nothing.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw, it's Allen. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Down the left sideline. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
First down, Jets.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Allen going to throw. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll send Boyd in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackled on the play by Tariq Castro-Fields. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Jones will come now in motion right.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Pacheco. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try and run with Pacheco.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
29-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd.
From the gun, Murray. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Man open, here is Jones. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Allen. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Here's Pacheco, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now on fourth down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Second and 10.
Murray going to throw. Steps away to his left. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
A gain of 7. It's
Run for it. It's Taylor.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
On play action, it's Murray. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing again, Murray. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. In motion left goes Boyd.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Carlos Basham with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball. But
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Murray now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First down, Murray. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Murray. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got this to Pickens. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That's good for another Jacksonville.
A throw over the middle taken in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Carlos Basham picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Allen. Staying on his feet. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Allen going to audible to a different look. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
That's you get pushed snapped. 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Murray now on 1st down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Murray.
And my goodness, another interception. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
Musgrave's got it out right.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they're going to speed things up here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Luke Musgrave.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Jonathan Taylor.
43 yards.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Throwing is Allen on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That third down conversion good for 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Mekhi Blackmon's got it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
27 yards. That's good for the Jaguars.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw is Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Running left, Taylor.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number